Welcome back to the IBFP. Here's your host, Boxing News.
Joe Smith Jr. gets a stoppage win, but it's easy work for Canelo Alvarez. And look, let's break it down honestly and objectively as possible. And you've recently seen tonight where Joe Smith Jr. stopped Steve Geffrard, a late replacement in his fight in the 9th round. The guy pretty much came forward, pressured Geffrard all night. Joe Smith Jr., he's a good pressure fighter, has some pop in his shots, and he's a certified world champion, taking nothing away from Joe Smith Jr. He did everything he was supposed to do with a guy the level of Geffrard. Now, here's the thing. With Canelo Alvarez in the picture, Canelo Alvarez easily body bags and beats Joe Smith Jr. It's not a question. It's not a doubt. It's not an if or a maybe. Canelo Alvarez sends Joe Smith Jr. straight to hell and snatches his belt. You've seen Joe Smith Jr. say, I could not turn down a Canelo Alvarez payday. He understands that's going to be so much of a payday if he's offered the fight. He's entered the sweepstakes with Canelo Alvarez tonight by getting this victory, the first defense of his title. He's a 175-pound champion. It's him, Artur Beterbiev, and Dimitri Bivol. That is the trio of champions at 175 pounds. Now, on the other hand, you've also seen Joe Smith Jr. state that he's eager to get his hand on Artur Beterbiev. That's one of the biggest fights in boxing. So, if Top Rank makes that unification fight between Beterbiev and Joe Smith Jr., Artur Beterbiev sends him straight to hell as well. The guy simply doesn't have the skills, power, or chin to compete with a guy like Canelo Alvarez, and he simply doesn't have the power or the chin to stand up to Artur Beterbiev for long points in that fight. No matter who he fights next, Canelo or Beterbiev, he's getting sent straight to hell. Because men lie, women lie, but the facts don't lie.